5 months ago, a movie came out in the movie theaters.
Called.
And I just listen, and I was looking forward to seeing it. It's called The Witch.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
The goat one.
And then, I go to Eric Griffin. I go, hey, you want to watch The Witch? He saw it, dog. Worst movie I've ever seen.
He says, don't bother.
Don't bother. I go, why? Because it's just not scary. It's artsy fartsy. It's not good. It sucks. You're going to hate it. Right? We just saw it.
Loved it.
Fucking loved it.
Damn.
And then you know what I remember? He liked The Equalizer.
With Denzel.
And
Yes.
but he didn't like Mad Max.
And he didn't like Mad Max.
That's a weird one to not like Mad Max.
So if you ever, Eric, if you're listening, you fuck. Okay? I'm never going to ask you for your advice. Because you don't know what you're talking about.
I like The Witch.
The Witch was
very well
great.
done.
Where does it rank for you guys in horror films? Like out of 10 stars?
You know what? On its own,
I
it
wouldn't
was so
view
different.
it as a horror film
I wouldn't either.
necessarily. I would view it more of a psychological, you know what I mean, drama.
Oh, like a thriller.
Like, you know what it reminded me of? The feeling? Jacob's Ladder. You ever see that?
Yeah, so it's not a full.
Let me ask you, do you ever see it?
Jacob's Ladder?
Yeah.
I know what it is. I haven't seen it.
Then why'd you go?
I've never seen it. Tell me about it.
Cool, because you said Jacob's Ladder. I was like, oh, I know that movie.
It's Jacob's Ladder is Tim Robbins when he was young, and it's a mind fuck. It's such a good movie,
Yeah.
and it's scary in that way where just the whole thing, the ambiance of the movie
Yeah.
has just like this weird, you know what I mean, tone, this uncomfortable, like creepy vibe to it, and and the world, you know what I mean, is so well defined that it just affects you psychologically.
Yeah. Even The Witch, like the language,
Yeah.
everything about it was just unique to me, or unique to my brain, to where it kept me interested. Even though we started the movie at 3 a.m, and usually I'll doze off if we start a movie that late.
Didn't.
Yeah,
But it kept me interested. I wanted to know what was around the corner each time.
each time, and it's just like whenever you mix religion
Yeah.
with white people, I'm sorry to get. No, I'm just being real.
That's like most
Okay.
of the world.
And isolation.
Isolation.
Those
is a big
three,
one.
religion, isolation, and white people, are the scariest thing.
You gotta
Yeah,
film.
because there was so many like underlying themes to it. It wasn't just religion or like possible witches or whatever. There was so much of like a theme about family and being in isolation and having to rely on your family and just whatever farm that they had, right?
Yeah.
And they were in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and there's a scene, I don't care because you haven't seen it, I'm going to just say it, right? There's a scene, you always still think when you see a white people film like this, you go, only white people could do this. Because
Why?
Why
I'll
you
tell you
say
why.
that?
I'll tell you why. Because there's a scene in it where the daughter loses the baby,
Oh, right.
right? If an Asian family, if
Yeah.
I lost my brother Steve
Yeah.
and we were in the woods,
Yeah.
my dad would lose me too.
He's like, you fucked up.
Yeah, it would be, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
He'd kill me.
Yeah.
Or he would make me go out in the forest to find the fucking thing.
Right.
No, you don't come home until you get Steve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't
And I'd
come-
just be in the woods just like, where's Steve? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they forgave her pretty, right?
They were kind of like, oh, yeah,
Oh,
the baby's gone.
The baby's gone.
George,
George, you
George,
fucking
you're fucking
people.
people,
And
man.
just
What's
like,
wrong with you people?
just have responsibility.
Yeah.